So as I mentioned before, this year I'm trying to get a little bit more organized than I have been the past few years. So right now I'm going to plant castor oil seeds. The plant in itself is impossible for me to get around here. I should show you a picture of the actual plant first. I had it in my garden in Edinburgh beforehand. So just from the packet in itself, that is how the plant looks like. One thing you have got to know about castor oil plants: they are really poisonous. This seed, like any other seeds obviously, have ricin in them. The point about ricin is, or the point about these sort of seeds, for instance, if you would eat it, it wouldn't taste bad, but it could definitely, do you some harm. So the poison itself is in the shell of the seed. 0.25 milligram can kill an adult. So you have to be really, really careful with this. So that's what I would suggest. Don't have them when you have kids in the garden that tend to put every single thing in the mouth. If your garden is full of, sort of responsible adults, then it's fine to have.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had them when we had the little kids.
No, we didn't. Actually, we did.
Alright, we're just really shit parents.
We're not really shit parents. But, the thing is, we raised the children not to touch the plants. Not that they were paranoid kids about, touching plants, thinking because, they're going to kill me. But, anyway. Oh, they're very, very toxic, yes. There was an old woman, apparently she got the rice. I don't know how you get the ricin out of the shell of the beans, but apparently she did that and she fed that to the people that lived in an old age pension home in America. She wanted to know what happened to them. They all got ill. I'm not quite sure whether someone died or not. But anyway, you know what? Let's not kill anybody. This is not what the channel is all about. I just want to show you how to prepare yourself for this gardening season. Anyway, about the actual plant. They're originally from Africa. And in Africa, obviously, with the climate, no frost, they are not hardy in any shape or form. So in this country, they're basically seen as an annual shrub because obviously they die back. Once the frost comes, well, they don't just die back, they die completely. What you can do, you can drag them in the house and have a look if they survive there. I haven't done that myself, but I might actually do that this year. However, in Africa, those suckers can grow in between 4 to 12 meters tall and they actually become proper trees, or they look like proper trees. This is a different variety. This is the green version. The leaves are big. They kind of look like the leaves from Fatsia japonica. Anyway, so they got big ass leaves, which means that obviously the bigger the leaf of a plant is, the more water they evaporate. So they need to have a lot of water. Also, these suckers, they love to be sitting in the sun. So ergo, you have to water them quite frequently. They're not aquatic plants, so don't have them sitting in water, just keep the soil moist. And the soil in itself is anything from sandy to clay, so they're quite easy. They grow pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do today I'm going to put the seeds in the ground, not in the ground, in little pots. And then again, because I like the idea that they get the heat from the bottom, then I put them in the little pots and I put the little pots on the radiator, and then obviously we will watch them grow. So castor oil plant, beautiful, beautiful plant. Again, you have to be very, very careful with the seeds. And I think the entire plant is actually toxic. But not that you would...
If I die young, everybody knows what.
If you die young, I would have had to kill you already.
Oh, fuck you.
Anyway, so yeah, itchy. So, what else? I'm going to pot them now. And no rocket science, I use these little pots for each individual seed. Then I use a bag of soil. Anzuchterde! The one thing I do, I put them into water. Not that you can see anything here whatsoever. There's water and then the seeds in there. And I leave them in there for a day, just to make sure that they're hydrated. Anyway, so 2 varieties, the green one and the red one, and I can't actually say what it says on here because I got them out of Poland and I can't speak Polish. So, whoops, we've got 6 of the green one and 4 of the red one. So now just get a pen, poke a hole, make sure that that point there is up. Close the holes. And just have to make sure that I remember which is which. And the same here. Label them. So I know which one is the red one, which one is the green one. Then, water them, plonk them into this thing, as I always do. For some reason, this is living on my radiator. Put them onto this thing. Put le gabeur on top, you know, to basically, again, create its own little environment, warm and moist, what I keep on saying. You know, around about 2 weeks, you should see the first, you know, plant sprouting. And if it doesn't, I'm going to get really angry. But anyway, you know what? Again, as I said with the ginger as well, we're going to revisit that. We're going to have a look what it actually looks like in a couple of weeks. Anyway, talk to you later.